Hello everybody, hope they are good. First of all, I want to say thank you to all of you for watching the videos, supporting the content. And the truth is that, since I started to upload the daily videos back, that was 2 weeks ago, I've been nailing the charts. I mean, this was yesterday's projection. Check this out, okay? Weak fill strategy that, by the way, I don't know if I would have noticed about this week without the indicator because it's a bit hidden, but my indicator told me, yep, that's a week. And I said, all right, let's trade it then. We held a support there, then sweep off the highs because as you can see, that was a clear resistance. You have here 1, 2, 3 times that the price got rejected there. So any trader trading this zone going short is going to be placing their stop losses above this area, okay? That's what we said. This here is a stop loss zone, okay? Pretty much the same as the day before. Same setup, and it happened too, okay? So that sweep of the highs, reverse price back down, and test this support. And here I was telling you, it's very likely that we see another sweep of the lows. And it happened. Check this out, okay? What happened? Sweep of the lows, hit the stop losses from any trader long in this setup here, okay? And then you have there the bounce, and then we broke down again. But very good trade yesterday again. And I've been thinking overnight, and I think that YouTube is helping myself. It's making me even a better analyst, a better trader. Perhaps it's because I'm pouring a lot more effort than, because, of course the videos are not financial advice. I always tell you that. It's even in the description, a disclaimer. But I have the responsibility to lead you well, okay, to guide my followers well. I don't want to mislead anybody, so I have to check everything in the chart and in the liquidations heat maps in the order book very carefully to come with a projection, okay, with a setup that it's a high probability trade. So yeah, I think that extra pressure that comes from YouTube is helping me. Okay, that's a little reflection that I did last night, so I wanted to share it with you. Now, we're going to talk about Bitcoin, okay? What is going on here? Let me remove all of this mess. Okay, I'm going to keep that resistance zone. Also, a couple of days ago, I posted on Twitter next, I was expecting some kind of a range because, guys, go to the 4-hour time frame. What is this madness? Okay, look at that. Yes, we were in a range here. Okay, this was a range here. Okay, and that was quite boring to be honest. But look what happened since literally Tuesday. Well, when Thursday, it was Thursday really, literally 1 week ago. 1 week and 1 day ago, all of this massive leg up. It's insane, okay? In literally 8 days, we went up 22%. That's mad, okay? So yes, of course, nothing goes up forever, right? And it's normal to see this kind of consolidations before the next leg up, okay? Perhaps it's time to have a longer consolidation. And maybe 52,000 is the level where we see that, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe we see some more consolidation in this area for a while, okay? Maybe something like this. And then, well, we'll start to take liquidity from both ends. I don't know if we'll go up or down, but we're going to check the weekly chart for that, right? But yeah, maybe it's time to see some more consolidation. That's the first thing that I wanted to say. Now, if we go into the 1 hour time frame, we can see that this is, this is pretty much a range. A range is forming here, okay? This is some kind of a range. You can see how we did a sweep of the highs to take up that liquidity. We haven't really swept the lows yet. So who knows? Maybe next week we come again to this area to take this liquidity. Okay, but a range is forming, and now we have the weekend. During the weekend, there is usually not much liquidity, volatility it's a lot less, so it's likely that we stay in this range, okay, consolidating. That's quite likely. Now, I don't think we're gonna go, of course, to the, because look, if this was the range, let me mark it like this for you. All right, so this is basically then the middle of the range. All right, let me change the color. I'm not expecting Bitcoin over the weekend to go below this yellow box because I'm expecting consolidation over the weekend in the top half of the range, okay? So yeah, maybe we have consolidation like this. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think we're going to go over the weekend this low here, okay? Now, of course, there's a chance today is still Friday, and we have the whole New York session ahead of us. So yes, why not? Why couldn't we see some more upside? That can happen, okay? And we're going to go to the weekly time frame. This is what I've been doing in the last few videos, because there is a level here that I find quite interesting, because it's basically a trigger for the next move, and it's this resistance here. All right, that resistance there, I mean, it's insane. Look at that. You can see how we're literally testing the top of that resistance, right? That is basically that spike there, because we've seen here a few sell-offs from this level, okay? Yeah, here you have a sell-off, here you have a sell-off. Is it gonna happen again? For this to not happen, this potential resistance and this rejection back to this area here, to 42k, it can happen, okay? And the only way to validate this scenario, at least in my opinion, is if we start to see consolidation above the resistance, okay? Because that's gonna tell me that, yeah, we're gonna see a move up to 60k, because we've been talking about this resistance all week. That will be the next resistance to the upside, okay? That level over there. I want that to be clear. So the weekly candle is very important to me. I want to see at least 2 weekly candles closing above this orange box for me to think, okay, yeah, that was not a sweep of the highs. It's likely to see consolidation. So we still have a couple of days to this Friday. Basically, the last minute of this candlestick is on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. 1 minute to 12 to midnight. And there is still a chance, of course, that we see a move higher, close the weekly candle above this resistance. Then, you know, next week I would like to see another candlestick closing above that resistance, and that's gonna tell me 60k is coming, baby. But but until that doesn't happen, the most likely scenario to me is going to be rejection at that resistance, sell-off back to this level around 43k, okay? Because yes, this area here could act as support. Okay, that's actually at 43,700. All right, then of course if you lose the level, you fall back inside this range, and that's gonna take you to 41,000. So as long as we don't close weekly candlesticks, again, I want to see at least 2 weekly candlesticks closing above the orange box. As long as that doesn't happen, I'm not gonna favor 60k, and I'm gonna favor rejection, drop here. I want that to be very clear. So keep an eye on this weekly candlestick and this resistance over the weekend. You can mark in your chart. It's exactly 53,000, okay? I want to see Bitcoin closing above 53,000 at midnight on Sunday. All right? And to be honest, we're not that far away. So why not? Why couldn't that happen, okay? We're only $600 away. So keep an eye on that. Now, the truth is that Fridays are quite tricky to trade, and some Fridays, at least in my experience, it's better to step away and to not trade. And if you look at the price action that we're having in front of us, I don't really see any clear trade. Okay, that's the truth. I don't see a real trade for Bitcoin, but I'm already thinking for potential trades over the weekend. And most of you guys that follow me, you know that I don't like trading Bitcoin at the weekend. I don't touch Bitcoin at the weekend, okay? But altcoins can be a good option. And we have to see that rotation from Bitcoin to altcoins. Is it happening? Well, check out Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin is consolidating. It's not going down, is it? It's consolidating. This is sideways move since pretty much since yesterday, okay? Yesterday started the consolidation, but on Wednesday, we pumped. Okay, Wednesday we went higher. Thursday consolidation. Go to the Bitcoin dominance. Let's see what the Bitcoin dominance is doing. Look at that, guys. All right. Wednesday. What is Wednesday? Wednesday consolidation. Yesterday we dropped. Okay. So basically, you are telling me that on Wednesday the Bitcoin dominance was consolidating. Bitcoin was going up, and then on Thursday, the Bitcoin dominance is going down while Bitcoin is consolidating, okay? Can you see the divergence? What that is telling me is that money is moving between Bitcoins to altcoins. From Bitcoin to altcoins, all right? And that can lead to good opportunities over the weekend for altcoins. That's what I'm paying attention to. This is the mindset that I have, okay? Go to Solana. This is Solana, okay? I just added the 50 MA in the 4 hours time frame. While this liquidity pool is fully taken, all right, that was our entry back at the time. But what gets my attention is that if Bitcoin, if money is moving between from Bitcoin to altcoins, what's going to happen this weekend when Bitcoin is going to be consolidating and the Bitcoin dominance? I doubt it goes up while Bitcoin consolidates because it's going down, or well, it's consolidating when Bitcoin goes up and it's going down when Bitcoin consolidates. So the Bitcoin dominance is quite various in comparison to Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin consolidates over the weekend, I don't think that the Bitcoin dominance is going up because that scenario would send altcoins lower, okay? So that scenario I see very unlikely, and the scenario that I have in front of me is altcoins going higher. Okay, so for that I need to try to find some entries for altcoins. Now, the first entry that comes to my mind that it's quite can be used as a reference and it's quite easy is the 4-hour 50 MA. Check this out, okay? Test that support, price goes up. If we do another test of support, then price can continue going up, okay? So that's are basically the setups that I'm looking at. Go to Chainlink. What's Chainlink doing? Okay, so Chainlink the same. Look at that. 4-hour 50 MA. Test it as support. Then price can continue going up. Is it going to happen the same? Are we now in this stage, okay? Is this the same as this? Can Chainlink go again to the 50 MA and then we can see higher prices? That's what I'm paying attention to, okay? AVAX, go to AVAX. Let me see. The same, exactly the same, guys. Is the 50 MA. We also have a wick here. Reason to go back to that level, okay? Pretty much the same as happened here or here. Okay, we go back to fill the wick. Is it possible that it retraces that wick while the 50 MA is catching up? It basically matches the 100% of the wick with the 50 MA. Test it as support, then send prices higher over the weekend. Alright, because yes, we're talking here about 8% move. Yeah, even 10% move. That can happen over the weekend, guys. And this can continue. Go to Arbitrum, for example. Look at this, okay? Well, I guess this was maybe in the daily, no, in the 1 hour time frame. Let me check this out. What have I marked here? Yep, that massive liquidity pool. You also have here the daily 50 MA. That if we change it, I want to check this. What happened here? Yep, you also live with the daily 50 MA and that liquidity pool. Bounce area, boom. It happened. It bounced from there, okay? Let's remove that. Let's set again the 50 MA to the current chart time frame. There you go. Go to the 4 hours time frame, and what do we see? We see the exact same thing, okay? The 50 MA is there. Actually, with Arbitrum already happened. We already test the 50 MA, and then, you know, but price is already going up at 3%, okay? But yeah, keep an eye on it because maybe it retested that level. If it holds, long opportunity over the weekend, okay? How much is this? Back to the highs, another 8%. Yeah, around 80% move. These are the moves that I'm looking over the weekend, guys, okay? So that's pretty much everything I want to say today. A bit of a high time frame view for Bitcoin and what to look for in at the weekly close. I think it's a very important time frame, the weekly time frame. So now you guys know what I'm looking at in that weekly candlestick on Sunday. And I don't see any high probability trade for Bitcoin today. I see it quite choppy, quite boring today. Fridays, you have to be careful trading on Fridays because they are quite tricksy. A few opportunities, or at least what I believe that can happen over the weekend with altcoins, okay? I think that there is an opportunity that money keeps switching from Bitcoin to altcoins over the weekend. It's been doing this for the past month, pretty much. I usually don't trade over the weekend, but these last 3-4 weeks it's been great to trade altcoins. So I see the same happening this weekend. Okay, so keep an eye on it, study what I showed you, go through the altcoin charts, try to find some setups, and keep an eye on, put some alerts if you need to, because I think that maybe we can eat some popcorns this weekend. And the guys in the Telegram know what that means, okay? Popcorns are altcoins. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.